Morning, folks. Shaving cream today is going to be, I think it's pronounced Veleiro, and this is what it looks like on the back side there. You can see from the glare. I think it's, I can't remember if this is, yeah, 125 milliliters. At least that's what it started out being. I've got the alum block this morning, no rubber band, it's getting pretty small. I'm going to be following the shave up with some Barbedeaux Aftershave, and also got the Humphrey's Witch Hazel that has menthol and peppermint in it now. I've got it whipped up here with a horsehair brush, and that's more the consistency of the lather there. It's on the wet side. Looks pretty good. It ought to work well for this shave. And this is the Focus R21 Evolution. The scales or the handle here is it's all metal. This part here is plastic, and you might be able to see if it'll focus for you. That's the blade exposure, and you can kind of tell that the toe and the heel is covered up, making it a little bit easier to use, so that way you're not catching yourself with the toe and the heel of the blade. And I've already put my Yulay Preshave oil on. About time to get some. I haven't decided if I'm going to get more of this kind or use what I've got. I'll probably just use what I got. But this one here, it has tea tree in it, and I'm not sure if that's going to make much of a difference in my shave or not. Still haven't figured that out. When I start using something different on a consistent basis, I probably will figure out whether it makes that much of a difference or not. Not too sure. I think it might just depends on each individual skin, whether it's that beneficial or not, to be able to notice. May not notice right off the bat. It may take some time before I'll figure out what I'm missing. Just have to wait and see. Go ahead and get lathered up here this morning. It's excuse me, it's Saturday morning, and it's warm. I think the heat index again is supposed to be 107 today, something like that. It's August here in Oklahoma, so it's not surprising to still get some very warm temperatures. School starts next week. It's going to be a very busy week next week. It has been so busy this summer. If there is a scent to this shaving cream, I couldn't tell you what it is. I mean, it has a scent of sorts. I just couldn't begin to describe it. I lean more towards it smells to me, I guess you might say like shaving cream, what's naturally occurring. But that's my nose, and it doesn't work so well. So if you try this out and pick up a scent, actually notice something, let me know, because I know my nose, it's just not picking it up. We'll go ahead and get started here. Oh, as it goes for holding it, this particular shaver, it's got a little place right here, fits well for my thumb. It seems like this works well for me when I'm starting out. It's a lightweight shaver. I think this weighs almost an ounce. Almost. I think it's darn close. I think 0.9 something or another is how it figures out. It doesn't weigh a whole lot. And I'll put a link down below. But there's a the website that I go to get this Superior Shave. These scales come in different colors. In other words, it doesn't have to be black. It can. I think there's like an OD green scale that's black and white speckled or something like that. There's a red one. There's different colors to work with. this shaver here, right along with the Banta that you can find at Maggart's, that and Gifts and Care, if I remember right, does a good job of covering the toe and the heel. Not too terribly expensive, and the Banta takes the whole DE blade, at least the one I have does. So if you're not comfortable with snapping blades in half, you can go that route. This one here is pretty inexpensive. $14.99. Can't complain. That's a pretty good price. And if you're just starting out and you're not wanting to spend a whole lot of money on a shavette, just trying to get your feel for it, might not be a bad place to start one like this. You can go even cheaper yet with a classic Samurai. Depending on what one you get, where you go to get it, so on and so forth, but classic Samurai, I think I've seen on Amazon where you get 2-pack of derby blades that are already pre-cut for you. That's a couple of hundred blades, and classic Samurai for $15.99 maybe, $14.99, something like that. That's not a half bad place to start either. But I will tell you that the classic Samurai does not cover the toe and the heel of the blade. It does not. I have a few classic Samurais there. Matter of fact, that's what I started out with. When I ordered shavettes, I ordered 2. And I did DEs the same way when I first started. I ordered 2, just in case, right? And for me, when I first started out, I also ordered the Parker SRB, and I like the Parker starting out because it's a little bit heavier. The classic Samurai is a little lighter, and it took me a while to adjust to that. But to me, for the money, I feel like the classic Samurais, for the price and the way it's built, it's a pretty difficult one to beat. It's pretty nice. I mean, for that price range. That's if you go, last time I looked at the classic Samurai website, that shaver could be had for $6.99, if I remember right. $6.99, $8.99, somewhere in there. Just depends on when you look at the website. It's been a while since I visited, but an inexpensive shaver, and every once in a while, if you look on eBay, look consistently, if you will, you can find it. You can get 3 of them for $12.99 or something like that. Somebody will be running some sort of special. It just, well, like anything else, if you're consistently shopping, eventually you'll find your bargain that you're looking for. Inexpensive price range, and it's a cheaper way, an inexpensive way to get started. Give yourself a moment to get used to it. I'm not saying you everybody's learning curve is different. I know for me it seemed like it did take a while to get some of the, I can say, fine-tuning down. All the little places that are, like for instance these creases in my neck, how to get past that without catching it. I think I finally got past it. There used to be a, I don't know if it was a skin tag or what it was that kept on coming up right here on my neck. Every once in a while I'd catch it, and of course it'd get removed, but I think it's gone now. It's not coming back. And as it goes for 2-pass, 3-pass shave, 2-pass shave works well for me. And every once in a while I take whatever shaver I have handy that I got set aside for those just in case moments when the shave's not going well. I'll catch my little strip through here. It just takes a quick few little strokes and you're done. But for me, a 2-pass shave works well with the shavette. I don't think I said what kind of blade I got. I just got to thinking. It's a Perma-Sharp. It's been a pre-cut one. It's a package I had a while back. I got off of Amazon. I think ordered a package deal. Perma-Sharp. I think the other one was called Sharp. And if I remember right, it was Derby. A 3-pack type of situation. We got all 3 of them. It's a Perma-Sharp. It's a pretty nice blade. Not exactly the cheapest though. In other words, once you do find them, they seem to run higher than most others that I've noticed. But they're definitely a good blade. I rate them right up there with my Personas that I like using from time to time. Derby blades to me is kind of some shavers it works well, some shavers not so well. But like any other blades and any other shaver, you just have to try them out. It is kind of nice to get them pre-cut though, in that as it goes for loading, it takes just a tiny bit less effort. The plastic insert in here that goes inside this shaver here does a really good job. It doesn't. Not only does it have the 2 posts to help you align your blade the way it needs to, but there's a bar going across the top to help put things in line. Makes it pretty nice. Been using this shaver all week. Like I said, for me these are fun. I enjoy the challenge, learning how to shave with them, all the ins and outs of the quirks about it, each shaver. Oh, and if you're wondering, over here off to the side I've got a damp towel that I wipe the shaving cream off to help keep my sink clean. So that way when I go to rinse it's not quite so, I got so much shaving cream in there. The shaving cream I used yesterday is from Israel. It's called MEWE Olive. It's a green shaving cream. That is some good stuff. Pretty decent sized tube. Not always for me. It seems like I find the one website that I first ordered from doesn't seem to carry it anymore. So now you kind of sort of have to hunt for it if I'm ready for another tube. But I got a ways to go before I need another tube of MEWE Olive. But this one here, probably sometime late next year, I'll probably be time for me to get another tube. The way I work these in through a rotation, it's kind of like a Derby shaving cream, which, you know, for me, you find the right website, you pick that stuff up for $1.99. That is an awesome buy. Lemon. I really like that one. To me, it doesn't remind me of a cleaning solution. It actually reminds me of a fresh squeezed lemon. And once you get a shavette shaved down, 2-pass, like I say, it is definitely sociably acceptable. It does. It's close. I mean, if you run your hand across through there, you'll feel some places where, yeah, there's some some little bit of, you know, stubbles here or there because of the direction that the hair grows, but it is close enough that by the end of the day, you can't see any growth. So that's what I strive for. That's what works well for me. Not only that, irritation free. Usually I don't have any weepers. It works well going that direction with my shaves. Don't necessarily need to have a, I guess you might say, a BBS. That's for me, yeah. I guess you might say maybe my technique is not quite where it needs to be in order to get that, because I usually end up, if I try to do that, end up with weepers. Not a real fun shave, in other words. Now this Barbedeaux is, like I mentioned before in my other video when I had used hazel. This, as soon as I put this on my face, I can feel it going to work, and I can feel the face. I guess you might say the tone on how it feels. You can feel it changing when I use this one here. It's just really nice. Like, oh, by the way, yes, I did find a website. Ordered 2 bottles of the hazel. Yeah, because that is really nice stuff. This here, bigger bottle, somewhat more expensive. I would wait till it goes on sale. But boy, this is really nice aftershave. I don't pick up the citrus scent. Not my nose. I cannot describe what I pick up. One of these days I'll smell that scent again and I'll be able to put my finger on it. If there's a, I guess you might say a distinct one scent in here, but I just can't put my finger on what it is. But this is just really nice stuff. Works great on my face. In other words, if I had to limit my aftershaves, this definitely would be one I would keep. Boy, that one there is. You know what? I think I forgot to put my witch hazel on. Got busy talking. I'm gonna go ahead and put it on now. This witch hazel with the, it's I guess you might say it's got less peppermint. No, less of menthol and more peppermint. So that's the twist on this one here. I do enjoy this light cooling action. It's not over the top or anything like that, so it would be something that I guess you might say most folks could probably appreciate. It's not the over the top where your eyes are watering or anything like that. It's not like that at all. I'll go ahead and show you what the, I guess you might say the insides of this thing looks like. It is got shaving cream on it still, so it's going to be a little slippery. Rinse some of it off. This is what the runner looks like. One side here you can kind of see that it's kind of open through there. It's really easy to keep clean, and you just wipe it off with a towel and move on down the road. As it goes for opening it, I kind of put my thumbnail there at the bottom, and this tab flips open. See if I can clean that off. Might be able to see the little post right there, and then that bar going across. When I place it in there, I place it on this side, and like I say, it just bumps right up against that bar. This helps get it centered for you. Snaps right into place. Easy peasy. And because it's got a little soap on it, whatnot, but that blade just comes right on out. Not a whole lot to keep clean. I wipe it down every shave. Easy to keep clean. I really appreciate it. I had a good shave today. Hope everybody's doing well. Once again, since it's hot outside, make sure you take in plenty of fluids. The right kind of fluids. Stay safe and smooth shaves to you.